Thanks for joining us on the Morning Blend. Attorney Stephen Sinas is here, and if you're a parent, you're going to want to pay very close attention to this segment this morning. Today, Steve, we're trying to bring awareness to issues of liability waivers and indemnification agreements that parents are asked to sign on behalf of their kids at places like recreational establishments, amusement centers and parks, sports facilities, you name it. So what are these liability waivers?
So the parent goes into these facilities with their child and they're presented with this agreement. And the agreement is asking the parent to agree to the idea that if anything goes wrong there and their kid is hurt, that they won't bring any type of personal injury claim or liability claim against the establishment. That's a liability waiver.
Okay. So if a parent signs a waiver on behalf of their child, will any personal injury claim brought on behalf of an injured child be barred?
So there's a court case where the court was looking at this issue, and what the court essentially said was that the parent can't waive the rights of the child, and so the agreement is really not enforceable in that sense. After that court case, the legislature implemented a new law in 2011 where it does allow for the waiver to be enforceable if you have a nonprofit organization. Beyond that, there's some ambiguity as to whether liability waivers really are enforceable when you're talking about children and their claims. If their parents have signed that agreement, it's still not clear whether it would be enforceable under Michigan law.
Right. So I'm trying to understand what is indemnification and why parents should be concerned then.
So this is the other problem, okay? So these agreements are not just a liability waiver. It says that if the child brings a claim against the organization, if the parents agree to indemnify the organization, that means that the parents are agreeing to pay back the organization if they pay money to the child. Wow. And in fact, I had a situation here where a local business took this position where they said, even if our liability waiver is not enforceable and the child brings a claim against us and we have to pay money for that child's claim, we can bring the claim against the parents to pay us back for what we paid. Wow. So if your child wants to bring that claim, just tell his parents that they're going to have to pay us back. So that's a tough result for the parents to have to.
Really tough. So then what can parents do to best protect their families?
They need to be really vigilant. They need to know what they're signing. And sometimes they go to a place and they have no other choice but to sign the agreement. And in that situation, I strongly emphasize they really watch out for the safety of their kids, because it could be that the organization really is not doing things to make sure that their place is safe because they know that they don't really have any liability if something goes wrong.
Wow. Another valuable lesson you've taught us today, and I hope if you're a parent you paid a lot of attention. We'll have this available for you on our Facebook page and online as well if you want to take another look at it, or contact Sinas Dramis Law Firm. That's all of our time for now on the Morning Blend.